Featured the latest chapter in the unfolding story of the Spanish qualifier Juan Balcells. He came into this tournament ranked 216. He took his crowd-pleasing style yesterday to a win over Tommy Haas, the top seed, and today he was in the quarterfinals playing fellow Spaniard Juan Carlos Ferrero. Now Ferrero won the first set. We joined the match in the second set with Balcells leading 4-1. It's Ferrero serving. 1-4 down looks a long way, but it is just one service break for Ferrero to claw back. Right now, though, concentrating on holding serve.
Love 15.
Ferrero serving from the Redwood stand end. Covered stand. Balcells is at the Robinson stand end.
Oh, he played that left-handed, I think.
I tell you, he is great to watch because he just plays like an artist. See here, he swaps hands. That's cool. I guess he's ambidextrous.
The question is, though, why would you do it?
Because he didn't have enough time to change his grip, and perhaps he just felt like it.
Well, Balcells created all sorts of problems for himself by going around the serve to use his forehand. Left the court wide open here, and that's a great shot from there.
Now that is strength.
Wait, please.
Yes. Ferrero, previous point, fully justified in coming to the net.
It's almost like he gets a little bit bored playing orthodox and then all of a sudden just tries all this stuff. It can be very, very dangerous.
Again, Ferrero.
Just a little flick of the wrist with the backhand, but he hits it long.
Balcells leads 4 games to 2.
Again, that's the attraction of seeing someone like Balcells playing tennis. You just never know what he's going to do next.
Reminds you a little bit like Yannick Noah, the great French player. He used to try all the different flair. And was a top 10 in the world at one stage.
Let for
Balcells is ranked 216. That was the figure at the end of 1999.
Love 15.
I don't think he's going to be hanging around there for long. I think he'll move up very, very quickly this year. And perhaps we're seeing the start of a brilliant year 2000 for him.
Pretty hard, though, if you're a Spanish player, to get noticed. So many of them on this circuit.
Just the right amount of spin.
Love 30.
Not a good feeling when you're at net and you're just hanging there and you see this topspin lob go up and you're going, no, 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 no. Oops, no, it's in. Well, brilliant volley, had depth,
15,
had
30.
control. Not a lot Ferrero could do with this.
But the way Ferrero's playing, the volley has to be like that. It has to be that good to stop him teeing off on those ground strokes. The delicate touch of the artist.
Well, he tries the drop. Ferrero did well to get there. Just picked the wrong angle.
40-30.
Balcells has done well again. Love 30 down he was. Now he's back to 40-30. Just a point away for 5-2, and this was a feature of his game against Haas too. And he was really able to serve well when under pressure. Another example of how hard it is to read the direction of Ferrero's shot.
Well, he picks it, accelerate. Then you see a mimic volley from Balcells. He would like to have done.
Advantage Ferrero.
Now then, break points to get Ferrero back into the set.
Deuce.
Well, look at that. He loves the wide serve. He can serve down the middle, and he just showed us the body serve, and there's nothing Ferrero could do about that.
I think he was actually set up waiting for that wide one on the backhand. I think he'd already committed to it on the return. Balcells fooled him.
Advantage Ferrero.
Another feature of Ferrero's returning is that he is sometimes trying to take that first serve from inside the baseline. Really trying to go after it early. Another break point saved.
The quarterfinal loser here will take home $9,350 US, and the winner has a chance to get the $16,000 semi-final prize.
As the winner in this semi-final will play either Michael Chang or Magnus Gustafsson.
And that's on at 7 o'clock tonight.
Advantage Ferrero.
Well, here it is, the return that he does so well.
So break point again to get back to 3-4. Even Ferrero can't chase that one down. But again, that favourite serve, swinging wide on the backhand. This time Ferrero was ready for it.
That's not an easy shot.
Superb volley.
Advantage Balcells.
Just looking there, the size of his right arm. You often find the tennis players, because of that's their racket swinging arm, will be somewhat bigger than the other arm.
Yeah, Balcells.
So Balcells gets out of jail, fighting back from a couple of break points.
Balcells leads 5 games to 2.
And he holds serve now for 5-2. The pressure on Ferrero, serving to stay in the set.
On tonight's One News, the Health Ministry.
One thing that is different in Balcells' approach today. Yesterday, on the changeovers, he was out of the blocks. He was very quick. He was usually out before the umpire called time, whereas Tommy Haas was taking the full duration. This time, though, he's being a bit more conservative with his time. So Ferrero serving to stay in the set.
15-11. 30 low.
Pretty tough position for Ferrero to find himself in. He took the first set 6-4. He probably feels he's been dominating this match. Balcells a bit up and down, but it's quite possible it's going to be even Stevens after the first 2 sets.
Just long.
40 low.
Well, you sort of get the feeling that it's up to Balcells whether he can be consistent enough and solid enough. He's definitely got the talent.
Game Ferrero.
See, that was a fairly loose game from him.
Barcelona leads 5 games
Ferrero
to 2.
has a more consistent game as such. And tougher, played more bigger matches. Has a ranking, of course, end of 1999 of 45.
Looks as though there's going to be a problem here, possibly with his shoe. He was showing the heel of his shoe to the umpire. And so maybe a slight delay while he changes his shoes. It was a very impressive service game from Ferrero.
Ladies and gentlemen, Balcells' shoe is broken, so it's going to take a few minutes to change them. Thank you.
So we await the arrival of a pair of shoes.
Had a blowout on one of his tyres.
And an interesting time in the set too for this to happen. Ferrero serving well, still just a service breakdown, but Balcells about to serve for the second set.
Notice it looked like he put an orthotic in that shoe. A lot of these players, I'm sure, have especially fitted shoes, so they keep their bodies balanced.
It's interesting with the change of gear at this time. He would have been used to the other pair of shoes, so they've fallen apart on him at a crucial part of the match, but he's just got to get used to having new shoes on again. They'll all be broken in.
Well, I can see there on the tip of the his right foot that he's got a little bit of the clay look, so maybe the last time these were used was on the clay surface. So I'm sure they'll be broken in. They wouldn't be new. Yeah, they often have different treads. Grass, sometimes they like to use a herringbone effect on the sole. On this particular surface, they have a zigzag effect and often a solid ball part on the ball of the foot to get that grip.
So the problem with the shoe is fixed. Balcells serving for the set.
Oh, no mistake there. Again, that big kick. When you look at Ferrero, look where he's often having to return from, round his shoulders.
Took the neck cord and in. Big smile from Balcells, but I'm sure that's not the way he's feeling.
Balcells was on that.
It's just the kind of lucky break you need in games like this.
Let for serve.
So easily change the course of a vital game. Oh, a miss-hit winner. In fact, Ferrero holds his hand up in acknowledgement.
Oh, when you're serving for it, that's not what you want. Ferrero, I'm sure he's pleased. He'll take it.
A net cord and a miss-hit, and it's 15-30. Oh, it's a cruel game, this one. And now, here is Juan Balcells serving for the set, finding himself 2 break points down. One saved.
30-40.
Now, he's serving to this side.
Okay,
He's
Jeff.
upon this for wide on the backhand.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think he'll serve wide to the backhand. Let's have a look. Oh. Well, I think he was expecting Balcells to actually cover the line.
Yes.
Right here, he was expecting maybe to cover the line. He went across it, but Balcells said, nah, I think I'll just stay here. And it paid off.
So, having come back from 2 break points against him, Balcells now has set point. There's the attempted serve wide on the backhand again. He's done it. Juan Balcells levels this quarter-final match at the Heineken Open, taking out the second set, 6 games to 3.
New orders for Hornblower.
The General is going to invade France, and we're going to help him.
250 years before Normandy. Hornblower loses the country, but wins the girl.
I will come back and take you away from here.
Monsieur Hornblower, I think you are a revolutionary at heart.
I hope I am a gentleman, and that I will always treat any woman with respect.
Meeting his Waterloo. Hornblower, 8:30 tonight on 1.
Kiri Te Kanoa, Maori songs. Songs we all grew up with and love still. Kiri, Maori songs. It was meant to be.
As you rush off to work,
Not gonna make it.
a little girl waits. As we check our watches to see if it's time for lunch,
I'll meet you in 10 minutes.
the little girl waits.
I can't believe it costs that
As we
much.
gripe about the cost of prescriptions, the little girl waits.
Most all of the threats to
And as we watch news footage of children by the thousands dying of hunger and disease and think the problem's too big, what can I do? A little girl like this waits and hopes. She hopes that someone like you will realize that even though you can't save the world, you can save one child. It takes just $30 a month through Christian Children's Fund. Please call. CCF is the world's oldest and most respected child sponsorship organization. Call the number on your screen and we'll send you the picture and story of one child you can sponsor. One child you can save.
I'm Nikki. This is my life. Love Max. And my best friends. Little brother? My hair? Before it was in really yuck condition. But now, ta-da! I use Pantene. Hey, Pantene hasn't changed my life, but it does make my hair look healthy, so it shines more. With shiny hair, I feel better about myself.
Pantene Ultra V. It turns the hair you have into the hair you love.
7 kg advanced washing machine gives you a top loader with fuzzy logic program setting or a fast wash of around 30 minutes. The advanced is lower in the front, allowing easier access so you can scoop out your clothes, and there's no central agitator to get in the way. Advanced washes with the new swirl action gently pushes the water through the clothes, not the clothes through the water. Normally $8.99, a warehouse special gives you $100 off. The advanced rapid 7 kg washing machine only $7.99 until January 16th, only at the warehouse, service nationwide.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the Irish Tenors. Singing all your Irish favourites, backed by a 60-piece orchestra. The Irish Tenors. The perfect gift. Ask for the Irish Tenors wherever good music is sold.
All set now for the final and deciding set in this quarter-final match. It's Juan Ferrero to serve.
Love 15.
Often when you're out of position with your feet, you have to compensate with your racket work and your hand, and he does it so well. Sometimes he doesn't look in position, still comes up with a winner.
Well, tucked away in the back of Ferrero's mind will be the fact that he dropped his serve, his first serve in the first set. He dropped his first serve in the second set. And now here he is at love 30. His first service came in the final set. So he's been slow out of the blocks today. Lovely shot. Just left too much of the court open for Balcells to aim at.
Love 40.
Well, anticipated perfectly. Short ball. He just waited. Balcells just waited like a panther.
3 break points.
Again, Balcells.
And Balcells has the break straight away in the deciding set.
First game,
Took out the
final
top
set.
seed yesterday, Tommy Haas. And now he's leading the 7th seed here in the quarterfinals. And he has the break in the final set. So Balcells just taking a moment to towel down, have a quick drink at the change of ends. Ferrero straight out. Now, it's so important when you've broken in the first game of the set to make sure the break back is not immediate. Balcells is looking stronger as the match goes on. Maybe a touch unorthodox. But he seems to be getting better and better.
Four. 15 all.
Obviously still thinking about the first serve. Doesn't seem very impressed with the call. Might have preyed on his mind for the second. Never one who's shy to show how he feels.
Well, it's the second serve that Ferrero wants to hit, and at this stage he can still bring those returns straight down at his feet. That's something Balcells will be aware of. First serves are very important. Just like that one.
30 all.
That wide swinging serve on the backhand again. It's been a consistent winner for him through the week. And that sets up game point.
40-30.
Well, gave himself time. This time didn't get in as quick for the volley. Just let it bounce. Played a blistering forehand.
Correction. Game Balcells.
It was called
Interesting.
fault.
And that's what I like to see. The linesperson.
Balcells leads 2 games to love.
The linesperson actually corrected themselves, which I think is a very good sign. The umpire also realizing it was an unreturnable serve, called it, so it didn't need to be played again.
And Balcells out to a 2-love lead.
Fault.
Well, at the moment, he's hot.
Love 15.
One of the problems Ferrero has had is that he's been a slow starter in all 3 sets. Now, can Balcells really seize the advantage and break again?
4.
I mean, at the moment, he's hit one of those hot points.
Love 30.
He's coming up with everything. The volley had good depth. And it was not an easy pass to play at all. Superb racket skills.
And done on one leg.
Love 40.
Now then, 3 break points.
Well, just a little bit of tentativeness. Maybe all of a sudden realize, hey, 3 break points. That's a double break. Start thinking like that, then you start making errors.
Working away on Balcells' backhand because the forehand has been such a red-hot weapon of late.
Sorry, Jeff, I'm not so sure he was actually chipping because he was slicing to change the mixed up the pace, or whether he was doing it because he's being a little bit tentative, not wanting to hit. Who knows? He's got a very complex mind, can do all sorts of things.
But he's concentrating on that area now, is Ferrero, who has done a marvellous job to come back from love 40 to deuce.
Well, Balcells, all of a sudden, I believe, has just got a little bit tentative, a little bit pushing the ball a little bit too much.
That's given him another chance. It's a sort of tentative play. Is what we didn't see against Haas yesterday. He just kept full steam ahead. It took 4 break points, but Juan Balcells now has a double break in the final set. He leads this quarterfinal match at the Heineken Open 3-0.
On tonight's One News, action to make the designer drug Fantasy illegal to possess or sell. The Ministry of Health takes a stand.
Paul Holmes breaks his leg and suffers heavy bruising after falling off a horse during a holiday in Northland.
And we speak with the Spanish yachting journalist deported after being convicted for drugs possession.
Those stories plus the day's sport tonight at 6.
New orders for Hornblower.
The General is going to invade France. We're going to help him.
250 years before Normandy. Hornblower loses the country, but wins the girl.
I will come back and take you away from here.
Monsieur Hornblower, I think you are a revolutionary at heart.
I hope I am a gentleman, and that I will always treat any woman with respect.
Meeting his Waterloo. Hornblower, 8:30 tonight on 1.
Strength. We're under attack.
They need all the help they can get.
Attention! Present arms. You know what to do.
Don't miss Dick Smith Electronics' biggest ever sale of the century. Don't miss this Hewlett-Packard Pavilion 8513 computer. Fast Pentium 3 power, internet ready, heaps of memory, and best of all, it comes with an HP DeskJet 610 color printer, plus an HP ScanJet 3300 color scanner. Everything for only $2,995. Save a huge $480. Don't miss this exclusive deal at Dick Smith Electronics' biggest sale of the century.
That's where you go.
Mentos, the fresh maker. Swiss balls are taking the nation by storm. Paul Chek's Duraball Pro is the best you can get. Used worldwide by professional sports teams, athletes and novices alike. If you want to improve your flexibility, tone and condition your entire body, especially abs, buns and back properly, the Swiss ball is the answer. How do you use it? Paul Chek shows you how with this step-by-step instructional video. Paul Chek is the pioneer of Swiss ball exercises. He's an international lecturer, trainer and consultant for professional teams like the Chicago Bulls and Denver Nuggets. Anyone can use the Swiss ball from juniors to seniors. It makes working out fun. Great to sit on in the office to help tone and condition your abdominals and back. The Paul Chek Duraball Pro is a choice of 4 great colors, plus the famous Paul Chek video for abs, buns and backs for only $99. Or the Home Fitness Deluxe Pack with powerful pump, just $124.95 plus postage. Order the Deluxe Fitness Pack now and you'll receive a free Swiss ball stand for easy storage. Tone up and improve flexibility with the Paul Chek Duraball Pro. Call toll-free 0800 46 1000 now.
It's all here at Hardware House to make your summer dream come true. 10-litre Dulux timber quilt for beautiful fences, decks and outdoor furniture is only $99. Sunlight corrugated PVC sheeting is priced from just $9.95 a sheet. A 40-centimetre oscillating pedestal fan is a cool $39.95. And clean up the house with a telescopic brush, just $29.95. So remember, all of the best deals and brands are at Hardware House. And we will not be beaten on price, guaranteed. Here's at Hardware House.
lot to think about in the break for Juan Balcells, who has a double break in this final set, leads 3-love. Nothing tentative about the first serve.
15-love.
Well, he has a game that he can really dictate with. Always seems almost it's up to him whether he wins or loses.
Amazing to think that you say something like that when he's playing a player of the class of Ferrero. He's shown some wonderful touches here today. It's a long way back for him. Well, it was sitting up there for Ferrero.
40-15.
But persisting with the aggressive approach is Balcells. It's worked so well for him through qualifying and on his journey through to the quarterfinal. He holds serve to 15 to take a 4-love lead in this final set.
Balcells leads 4 games to love.
And really, last chance now for Ferrero. He has to make something out of this service game.
Well, if he can continue this form, he is going to be very, very tough to beat this tournament.
Love 15.
Well, at the moment, Balcells will tee off at just about everything, I would think. He looked a little tentative in the last service game of Ferrero. There was nothing tentative about the way he approached that one.
All.
You often see when the returner is waiting for the serve to come down, they often hold their forehand grip, which is normally their weapon stroke. Then quickly change the backhand if required.
30-15.
There's the forehand grip.
Almost as if he's prepared to play attacking shots from everywhere because he knows he's got a couple of service games up his sleeve.
In the week we had Sell, who came back from 5-1 down. Perhaps Ferrero can do the same.
Game Ferrero.
So Ferrero on the board in this third and final set at last. But he's 1-4 down.
I'm Nikki. This is my life. Love Max. And my best friends. Little brother? Huh. My hair? Before it was in really yuck condition. But now, ta-da! I use Pantene. Hey, Pantene hasn't changed my life, but it does make my hair look healthy, so it shines more. With shiny hair, I feel better about myself.
Pantene Ultra V. It turns the hair you have into the hair you love.
9:30 Saturday mornings. Join me as we tour the most outstanding real estate buys on today's market. Property TV every Saturday morning at 9:30 right here on TV1. Your best way to view the best properties for sale.
Don't miss Dick Smith Electronics' biggest ever sale of the century. This Vodafone Alcatel One Touch Easy hands-free prepaid cell phone is only $149, including $100 worth of free calls. But better still, if you trade in any 025 cell phone currently connected and in working order, instead of $149, you'll pay only $50. Only $50, plus you still get $100 worth of free calls. Vodafone at Dick Smith Electronics' biggest sale of the century.
That's where you go. Did you know that budgeting for Christmas is easy with Crisco? Just phone 0800 884 884 and ask for a free brochure. By spreading the cost over 40 weeks, you get a fantastic hamper full of everything you need to feed the family over the holidays. It's like magic.
I don't have to put any money aside for Christmas this year because it's all been done with Crisco's.
Very good value. No hassles. Just wonderful. Just love Crisco.
So call 0800 884 884 and ask for a free brochure. And have a magical Christmas with Crisco.
Out here, folks aren't taken by posh names or fancy packs. It's what's inside that counts, they say. Funny that. Old Benjamin Moore used to say much the same thing. It's what's inside that counts. Must be something in it.
Benjamin Moore. Good paint is measured in years. We've been at it since 1883.
It's a fact. Danske Møblers factory sale is on now.
That's right. It's our annual factory clearance sale on all furniture. Huge savings on lounge, dining, bedroom and outdoor furniture, model runouts and floor samples.
You'll be surprised what you'll find at Danske Møbler.
At Moyes Panmure, we've sold over 20,000 cars in the last 10 years. Why do so many buyers choose Moyes? Because of our huge selection of over 400 cars, easy on-site finance, and of course our famous $3,000 minimum trade-in. So if it's time to change your car, remember regardless of condition, it's worth at least $3,000 as a trade-in on a Moyes used car. Moyes Panmure, opposite the big McDonald's, beside the big Mount Wellington. And don't forget our big $3,000 minimum trade-in.
If you're looking for a superior leather load suite and beautiful designer accessories, Gascoigne's have the style to suit. Their sale is on now, so it's the best time to buy. Rush to Gascoigne Furniture's gallery stores, Link Drive Glenfield and Monaco Road Epsom. Gascoigne's sale is on now.
Question at America's Cup today was, would America 1 sail against Stars and Stripes? Well, they did, and it was a race Stars and Stripes had to win. Another race featured Prada against Nippon, a race Prada had to win. Two big races today, and highlights coming to you at 11 o'clock tonight on One World of Sport.
4-1, final set. Balcells leading and serving. What a story this is turning out to be this week. Coming through qualifying. He's only dropped one set in getting to this position.
Love 15.
But important now that he puts together a good, solid service game.
One of the dangers is always realizing when you've got a good lead is to keep that lead going. Self-doubts can sometimes creep in, but there's no mistaking his confidence after playing a volley like that.
Well, we didn't see much sign of self-doubt when he was beating Tommy Haas. Or there.
Well, he was asked by Liz at courtside after the match against Haas,
30-15.
did he give himself a chance against Haas? And he said he always gives himself a chance against whoever he's playing.
So 2 game points to go to 5-1 in this final set. Excellent service game. No sign of nerves. So he's closing on this match and a place in tomorrow's semi-finals against either Chang or Gustafsson. He was a slow starter today, Balcells. He really has hit his straps in the last 2 sets. Ferrero has been outgunned. So Ferrero has to hold serve here to stay in the match. There's such a casual ease about him sometimes. It all looks so effortless and so easy. So much time. Well, that is very cheeky indeed. But typical of the man and the style that we've seen at the Heineken Open. Plenty of spin on it too. Oh.
30.
Stand and deliver.
Well, what do you do when you hit a pretty big serve and it comes back twice as fast?
Lovely. And a little bit of show for the fans as well. But do not underestimate the talent of this man, because he has now created match point. There it is. Juan Balcells, the qualifier, goes through to the semi-finals, and his magic run here in Auckland continues. He has beaten his 19-year-old Spanish opponent, Juan Carlos Ferrero, who's the 7th seed here. He's beaten him in 3 sets, 4-6, 6-3, 6-1.
On tonight's One News, the Health Ministry takes a stand against the designer drug Fantasy. It's now illegal to possess or sell it.
Confirmation that young cancer sufferer Liam Williams-Holloway has undergone chemotherapy treatment in Germany.
And Cher tops the list of the world's worst dressed women, just ahead of Celine Dion and Queen Elizabeth.
Those stories plus the day's sport tonight at 6.
Kiri te kanoa.